Call of Duty is just in such a bad spot right now, dude. I don't think Call of Duty has ever been in a worse spot than it is right now. It's kind of depressing, to be honest. I don't know. They just fucked up. We're just going to be switching things up a little bit more. I'm going to be a little bit more free with what I want to do on stream. Like, only the very, very dedicated and diehard are playing COD right now, which is, again, it's depressing. It's sad. It's sad that that's our reality. But it just is.
Yo, what's up, my fellow Call of Duty athletes? We got a very serious video with you today. Before we go any further, listen, you can tell I'm retarded, so feel sorry for me and hit that like button, because someone like myself who is, quite frankly, honestly, retarded, even knows how to have a YouTube channel with 77,000 subscribers. But yeah, the title of today's video is going to be that generic, the end of Call of Duty is dead. And I know this has been beaten to death worse than my dick, because I can't get no pussy because I'm mentally challenged. But today's title of the video is really fitting for what is going on with Call of Duty, because Call of Duty as it stands right now, maybe next year's Call of Duty is the cycle we always keep hearing, oh, next year's Call of Duty is going to save the franchise, but it's just more same shit of what we got going on right now, just in a different colored box, but still shit in a box. But as it stands, the title of this video is directly true and best describes the situation that is occurring right now in Call of Duty. Call of Duty is dead, and this is the end of Call of Duty. I mean, like I said, if you put everything together with all the problems in COD, there is really nothing going well in COD except for me. I mean, personally, the gameplay you see behind you, Rebirth Island, I think is the only thing that is fun in Call of Duty, at least for me. I enjoy it. Sweats take it super serious. They slide around like their life depends on getting a win, and they sound like Down syndrome kids in the microphone who haven't had their lunch and drink box yet, always so angry. But I enjoy that. I laugh, I troll them, and then I take a win and yell at them saying, the old man who's mentally challenged, please hit that like button, subscribe. Just beat your try-hard asses, dorks. But everything together, you put it all together, the game is done dead. It's the end. It's horrible. There's nothing redeeming about this game as it is right now. Even the zombies, the zombie community, the autistic bunch of freaks they are, can't even like hide the fact that zombies sucks. If you look at the numbers, the data, the meat and potatoes of this whole situation, and I know Steam is not the best metric to judge the health of this video game from, because Steam is a very small percentage of the player base. I get that, but it still can show the overall health of a game. If the Steam numbers are huge, that's what she said, then you gotta think everywhere else in the game on other consoles, on the PC, on Battle.net, is huge as well. But if the numbers are really down on Steam compared to past generations of Call of Duty, which we can look at, then we'd have to come to the conclusion that the game is doing horrible. And as it stands right now, at this moment, the numbers on Steam for Call of Duty, where it should be the highest. Because think about it, access to playing Call of Duty has never been easier or cheaper with Game Pass, with the free Call of Duty Warzone and Rebirth Islands, and the Battle Royales, which are free to play, which could bring in a lot of people who don't want to spend money on this piece of shit game. So with all that being said, the numbers should be higher. Also, more people should be playing a game. Populations have increased. More people have gaming consoles. And with all that being said, and all those caveats being put out there, Call of Duty on Steam right now is the lowest it has ever been. The highest player count, 24-hour peak, 74,000 people, pimps. That's ridiculously low, the lowest ever been. And let's not look at the peak, let's just look at the average. It's in the 50s, bro, 54,000. That, my friend,
is the end of Call of Duty.
That, my friend, is
Call of Duty is dead.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling no lies. I'm keeping it real and packing the steel. Now, I know we're about 5 minutes into this video so far, and if you haven't done so already, I'd like to remind you again, the algorithm is crushing me like a fat woman after drinking all night in the bar, and it's the only chick I could get because, once again, I'm mentally challenged and I can't pick up any top-notch broads, so I'm getting crushed. I can't breathe. Hit that like button. Do me a favor. It's important, imperative. It is the biggest deal in the world that as many people need to see these videos as possible to be well-informed, to figure out what's going on, and to realize the facts of the situations. They don't get tricked and bamboozled into buying the next Call of Duty or getting lied to by a bunch of Activision shills like JGod or Exclusive Ace or whoever the fuck is streaming out there trying to get people and simps to subscribe to them with their horrible cheat and hacking gameplay, all right? So I'd appreciate that very much. Hit that like button. We're the fucking best. Let's go. Reach arounds for everyone. Hashtag it's Pride Month. All right, so far you've heard me rant about how bad this game is. It's dead, it's dying. Here's the horrible player count. And I'm not an Activision shill, so you'd expect that from my channel. My channel keeps it real. We pack this deal. feel, and we are very, very critical of Call of Duty. But it's not just people like myself. Even the Call of Duty Activision shills themselves, the dudes that get invited to COD XP out here sucking on the COD Wang, have no choice but to hit you with the facts, because they're telling you this game is fucking trash right now. CharlieIntel themselves, Activision paid Twitter account out here masquerading as an individual actual business, even says Warzone ranked is an absolute mess. Hackers are in every match. Players are going under the map. Talk about that being crazy. Players are teaming and selling games. Like, the Call of Duty community is such a degenerate cringe group of losers. Honestly, let's just keep it real. People like you and me watch this video, we are not the average Call of Duty demographic. We have more than 2 brain cells to rub together, and our smoke alarm batteries are actually not dead. SR isn't even given back if a hacker is banned, and there's still no clear updates to fix the issues. And why this is the end of Call of Duty when you see tweets like this and videos like this is because these problems have been common and happening for how many years now? How many years have we had cheaters and hackers, not just in rank, but in just general in Call of Duty? I'm playing Rebirth Island, like I said, the gameplay behind you is filled with cheaters, not even in the highest skill set brackets. Like, every day I get 2 or 3 cheaters in a couple hour period, and I'm not even playing in like upper 5-point KD streamers fucking lobbies with whitelisted, reverse boosted hacking happening. It's absolutely nuts. So the fact that they haven't rectified it and made it better, but in fact has gotten worse, tells you that the future Call of Duty is doomed. I mean, even dudes like Nadeshot, Call of Duty, Activision, paid influencer, who even has CDL teams and is involved with OpTic and everything to do with Call of Duty and has personal relationships with the developers and Activision themselves, can't hold it anymore and is crashing out with how bad of shape this game is in. And once again, I want to, before I show you the clip of Nadeshot crashing out, I want to point out the fact that this year's Call of Duty was made by Treyarch, right? Treyarch. And what's next year's Call of Duty, or rather this year's Call of Duty, next year's whatever, the next Call of Duty coming out, Black Ops 7, I guess it's called. Who is going to be making this game with very little turnaround time? Treyarch again, guys. The exact same team who just fucked up this game is the same people making the next game. So what hope do we have? So when I have a title like the video says it's the end of Call of Duty's dead, it's crashed out, it's done, it really is fitting. It's not hyperbole, it's not rage bait, it is actual factual. All right, now anyways, here's Nadeshot even crashing out on the current state of Call of Duty and how bad it is. And watch the gameplay. The servers are like hitching like as if they're Stephen Hawking trying to ride a wheelchair to Epstein Island without getting caught.
This fucking code is made out of peanut brittle and dried nut.
Oh my god, wait, am I back? Oh my
They just stuck a fucking old sock, crusty sock into a goddamn computer. Hit the power cable. Hey, at least the store works. I gotta file or something in the Better Business Bureau, bro. This is... I just spent fucking $300 on the game yesterday to buy their battle pass and skins and Black Cell.
You just got scammed, brother.
And they haven't even... bro, they said, oh, we're investigating the issues, bro. Why don't we investigate it before the update drops, huh?
Oh, man.
Why don't we do some sort of investigation before we deploy this update?
Here's something I'd like to touch on with that rant by Nadeshot, which shows that Nadeshot is the prototypical Call of Duty community member, Call of Duty gamer, and that is that he's mentally retarded too.
I just spent fucking $300 on the game yesterday to buy their battle pass and skins and Black Cell.
But people like Nadeshot are the reason why this game will never get better. Because with all these problems, with all these issues, with all the cheaters, hackers, blah, 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 etc., these mongoloids still spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, thousands of dollars on microtransactions. So where is the incentive for Call of Duty to improve and developers to do an actual good job? So anyways, man, I think I've ranted on long enough. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Call of Duty in the state that it's in is the worst it's ever been. The player count is the lowest it's ever been in current Call of Duty times. No one is enjoying it. There's nothing redeeming about it. The store is out of control. The money they're trying to get out of the player base. The streamers are cheating. There's hackers everywhere. The game doesn't run properly. The map suck. The game sucks. This is bad. That's bad. The next Call of Duty is being made by the same people that made this junk game. So the future of Call of Duty, my friends, is looking pretty goddamn rough. I don't think it's a reach to say Call of Duty's dead. It's the end. Don't buy the next game. Don't waste your money. Stop buying bundles. Stop supporting this franchise. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen? Nothing's going to get better because they keep making money. They have no incentive to actually change or make things better. The only way they're going to make things better or change is when they start to lose money and drop profits. Then they have no choice but to try to correct course and make the game better. And with that being said, I am the Ghost of 8, the #1 Call of Duty game is stud muffin athlete, and last but not least, the most important, stay black! Question authority, look high, crack, shape, shapes, limits, hard swing, chin, levels, them, the human gorge, flat moves, fake, Alan Jones, Bill Hugg, swords, for Fox Games, white man, small hats, bring it down.